Welcome to the DRMS Learning Commons. It's going to be a great year and we're excited to share our space and resources with you. I am Mrs. Myers, your media specialist. I love sharing book recommendations with students and hearing about the books you enjoy. This is Mr. Ziegler. He is our instructional resource facilitator. We're here to help you. Just ask. Come on inside. On your right is the self-check-in station. You will check in your books using the laptop and place them into the slot after checking them in. Make sure you hear the ding sound and watch to be sure your book is checked in. If not, scan the DRMS barcode again. Make sure you are using the DRMS barcode, which is located at the top right of the back of the book. Once you've done that, place them into the slot. On the left is the future side of our makerspace. We are receiving funds from a grant this year, and we plan to have our Lego wall, robotics, and 3D printer in place soon. Stay on the lookout for additions and changes to this area. In front of the makerspace is Computer Section 1. In this area, laptops are used. You may move the laptops, but please leave the chargers where they are. The batteries on these laptops aren't the best, so please keep them plugged in. When you come to the Media Center to work on projects, this is where you will most often work. To the right is the biography section. Don't forget about books when you research someone or something. They can provide very useful information in addition to the web. Along the back wall is the nonfiction section. We have books here about ghosts, fashion, sports, drawing, etc. Anything you can think of that is based on actual true life information, you can find it here. As you move past the nonfiction section, you come to the fiction section. Interested in reading made-up stories? This is the section for you. Harry Potter, Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Percy Jackson, and more all reside in this section of the library. There are 2 search stations in this area you can use to search for books. Type in the title of the book or the author and click search. If you need help, please ask Mrs. Myers for assistance. If you find a book on the shelf and you decide you don't like it, put it on an empty cart. Do not place it back on the shelf. When you do that and put it in the wrong place, others can't find it if they're looking for it. Remember, fiction is in order by the first 3 letters of the author's last name. Moving back to the middle of the Media Center, you will find the foreign language books, the picture books, and the graphic novel section. Directly in front of the graphic novel section is the circulation desk. This is where you will check out books. To check out a book, you will do the following. First, you will type in your student ID number. That's your lunch number. Next, you click Go or Find Patron. Make sure your name is on the screen. You will then scan the DRMS barcode. That's always located in the top right of the back of the book, and it will say DRMS. Make sure the book is checked out to you, then click Reset. Books are checked out for 3 weeks at a time. Before checking out and before tracking in, make sure you return your books or renew them. If you want to renew a book, you must have the book with you, and Mrs. Myers has to renew it for you. You can't do it using the self-checkout laptop. 6th graders may check out a total of 3 books. 7th and 8th graders don't have a limit. Just be sure you keep up with all of your books and turn them in. If you have a book that is a month or 30 days overdue, no checkout until you return the book. This protects you from having to pay for the book. If you have overdue books that belong to another school, you may only check out 1 book until you take care of the overdue books. There is a Drop Everything and Read or Dear Library in the Media Center. You can take one of these books that have the Dear sticker on it and bring it back without having to check it out. Make sure it has the Dear sticker on it. You may return books to other Wake County schools to Mrs. Myers, and she can send them to the school where they belong. You can also pay for other schools' books here. Please make sure you keep a clean library record because your records will follow you to high school and they will prevent you from getting a parking pass, going to school dances like the prom, and even walking at graduation. Take care of these overdue books before you leave DRMS. Oftentimes there will be displays throughout the library. Please feel free to check out any book on display. Also, feel free to participate in the interactive displays. Mrs. Myers often posts the results on the DRMS Media Twitter page. By the way, you can follow the DRMS Twitter page at DRMS Media. Follow the DRMS Twitter to see upcoming events such as plans for a 60s book club that will meet once a week during Gear Up, and for a Storytellers Club that will also meet once a month during Gear Up. More info will be coming out about that. Check out the media webpage and Twitter account in the following weeks. Remember, Mrs. Myers likes to give splashes to classes for exhibiting splash behavior. So don't forget those expectations in the Learning Commons. Mrs. Myers is looking forward to seeing you in the Learning Commons. It's going to be a dolphin-inspirational year. See you soon.